General Hospital spoilers teases that Scott was brutally attacked by John in an unexpected confrontation, leaving him severely injured. The wounds on his body were not just simple bruises or scratches. They were so serious that he immediately lost the ability to fight back. In that chaotic moment, Scott realized that if he didn't act quickly, his life would be in serious danger. With what little strength he had left, Scott managed to escape John's pursuit and hide in a secret location, far from the enemy's reach. Exhausted and in pain, Scott knew that he couldn't rely on anyone at this moment. He found refuge in an abandoned house on the outskirts of town, a quiet and secluded place to treat his wounds on his own. There, Scott endured intense pain, but had no other choice but to bandage his injuries and wait for recovery. Every passing second brought overwhelming anxiety, as Scott knew John could discover his hideout at any moment. During his time in hiding, not only did Scott suffer from his physical injuries, but he also feared John's next act of revenge. The long days spent in the shadows only deepened Scott's sense of loneliness and the danger he faced. However, Scott refused to give in to despair. He spent this time planning his next move, gathering his resources, and preparing mentally for the final confrontation with John. Scott knew that in order to survive and turn the tables, he needed time to recover, and when the right moment arrived, he would be ready to strike back. Kin Shriner recently made a shocking announcement that he has left Port Charles, leaving fans stunned and raising many questions about the fate of Scott Baldwin. This announcement has sparked speculation that Scott may have been killed by John, who has caused many problems for him recently. With Shriner leaving the show and no signs of his return anytime soon, fans fear that Scott's death may have happened off-screen, ending his character abruptly and shockingly. John's attack on Scott and his subsequent disappearance has made this storyline even darker. If Scott's death does indeed occur, it would be a major shock not only for viewers, but also for other characters in General Hospital. With the constant threats from John, Scott's sudden departure could be a tragic turning point in the plot. However, until official information is released from the show, Scott's absence remains a big question mark, and fans continue to hope that this is not the end for this iconic character. Kin Shriner has yet to confirm his return to General Hospital, and this has made Scott Baldwin's situation more complex and tense. Fans are not only concerned about his prolonged absence, but also because of the recent troubling events Scott has been entangled in. The dangerous confrontations with John have put Scott in a perilous position, and with no word of his return, fans fear that this beloved character may have left Port Charles for good. One theory circulating among fans is that Scott may have decided to leave Port Charles to join Liesl in searching for Britt. After the heartbreaking events surrounding Britt's death, both Scott and Liesl have reasons to leave the city, either to find answers or to escape the overwhelming pressures and pain from their past. Scott and Liesl's romantic relationship has grown stronger over the years, and their departure together could provide a reasonable explanation for Scott's absence from General Hospital. If Scott indeed leaves Port Charles to search for Britt, it would not only open up a new storyline for him, but also give fans a deeper understanding of Scott's motivations and emotions. Liesl, who has suffered greatly after Britt's death, may need Scott by her side to cope with her grief, further supporting the theory that they will embark on this journey together. Furthermore, with Kin Shriner not yet confirming his return date, this storyline could be developed as a temporary way to explain his absence, while also leaving room for future twists and suspense. However, the mystery surrounding Scott's return continues to worry fans. If Scott truly has left with Liesl, the bigger question is whether he will return to Port Charles, and if so, whether this journey will bring new dangers his way. Viewers are eagerly awaiting answers, and Scott's absence only heightens concerns about a potential end for this beloved character. With the complex and tense storylines unfolding, General Hospital fans hope that Scott Baldwin will not disappear forever, and that Kin Shriner will soon return to continue the unfinished story of his character.